Have you ever felt stuck? I know I have. And I've noticed that there are times that it feels like I'm not moving forward, but in reality, it's the slow growing things that actually take the longest and become the strongest. And today, we talk about some problems that we were having and how we got through them, while encouraging you with practical ways to make relationships that feel stuck flourish again.
Friends, in the background, it is a mobile chicken mover. Our dog James, he is now the head honcho. He is the guard dog of the baby chicks, but he is loving every minute of his new job. James, do you love your new job? You love your new job. Sit. Good boy. Got him! We have killed 3 red wasps. Seriously, wasps out here are intense. How many wasp bites?
Then Cassidy got one.
Got him about a week or so ago. It got Cassidy once, and she said, I'm not going outside till the wasps are gone. It's like the first chemical we've ever bought on this entire property that is non-organic and like super pesticide-y was like a wasp killer. We have the chicken run. That was a massive success. I built that. I'll show you guys here. Hi, Chloe. She's a good girl. James, are you being a good guard dog? I love building chicken coops. Why is it so fun? Okie dokie. I was able to build that in a day while Alex and the kids were in school. It was like a monstrous need because I'm not sure if we had a photo or a clip of them, but we had 62 chickens in our kids' bathroom, and we just
have them in our bathroom.
Well, we still have the laying hens in there. Yeah. Alex has been hard at work here in the garden. Can we just do a real talk for a second?
Dad?
Yes, ma'am.
If you see a wasp, I'll get my shoe off and you can fling it. It was my shoe.
With that shoe, you will offer us your shoe so we can get the wasp?
Yeah, because the wasp.
You don't have to take your shoe off. I have my sandal. I'll make sure you keep your shoe, okay? Should I go get it?
Dad, she only has 2.
Cassidy, do you love wasps? Is it no?
Yes, I do when you kill them. Callie had her shoes on and then she took them off and then she stepped on it.
Oh, she stepped on a wasp? They can't like tell, but it's warm, huh?
No, but...
It's like 82 degrees today.
No, because it was hot to that day, and it was on the concrete.
Yeah.
And Callie had her shoes on, and she stepped on it.
Oh my goodness gracious. So we're gonna go over there. We're going to be planting bell peppers and preserving all of Mom's amazing starts. Alex does our entire garden from seeds. We have a massive harvest going on right now of strawberries. The girls already came out this morning and they picked a bunch of strawberries. Are you serious? Gonna share that with me? I'm not gonna eat the whole thing, but I will have a little bit. Oh, okay, here's the difference. I don't wanna make you jealous. That's not my goal, never has been my goal. I want to make you feel included. It's gonna be really hard for you in a second. So viewer discretion, if you struggle with jealousy, just skip forward 30 seconds. But I'm gonna bite into this strawberry and I'm gonna show you what the store cannot provide for you and why it's a benefit for you to grow your own strawberries. When you bite into a homegrown strawberry, there is no white in the center. I don't know if you've noticed that, but if you get a strawberry from the store, half of the strawberry or most of the strawberry on the inside is white. When you grow them yourself, there's no white.
Why is that?
Are you kidding me?
Daddy, look what I got.
Oh, that is so good.
Can I let him have a bite?
Yes, please let them have a bite. That was so sweet of you,
There we
Kinsley.
go.
Get it? Sweet of you. Oh, is that wood sorrel?
And this is all wood sorrel that you can eat.
Do you know you guys can eat this? Kids brought us a ton of wood sorrel. It looks like this.
It's so sour though. I will give you some advice. It is very, very sour.
Yeah, it tastes like lemons.
Wow.
It is so delicious. I'm getting a little distracted, but I must admit, that's why you're like us. Anyway, back to the vlog, where I remind you why Alex used to have a black thumb, and now she has a green thumb.
It's true.
You could never keep anything alive, and now you can keep everything alive. In fact, Callie is over there in our massive collection of strawberries.
Daddy is very brave at getting wasps. Although he does get stung sometimes, but...
They are mean. And I really don't mind that they're in nature because I'm sure that they do wonderful things. I'm just not a huge fan of what they do to my children.
Me either.
Because they scare them. They scare my children. And if you scare my children, I will come after you and I will scare you. But that's what daddies do because daddies love their daughters.
Because Daddy's my safe place.
Yes, I am.
I love that.
And so is Mama.
I love that.
I love that. Daddy,
That blesses me.
the best safe place.
That's the best compliment you could give me, Kinsley. Okay, Mom. Bell peppers. Good job. That's so beautiful. Good job, Cassidy.
So why are strawberries white in the middle? They pick them not ripe, and they actually will spray a chemical on them when they're ready to go on the shelves to quickly ripen them.
So they will pick them green or
So-
white.
So sometimes we talk about eating the rainbow. That's like almost impossible if you're not growing your food if things are getting picked green, right? If it's picked green, you don't get all those beautiful benefits. This is our garden 4 years later. How cool would it be if you had like one tomato plant on your
Yes.
front porch and you got to have red food that like you picked when it was like perfectly ready to actually be eaten? Like
Yep.
how cool is that?
Okay, Callie, hold on. You now have a tick on you, which we live in the southeast, and this is a tick.
Carrots, lettuce, carrots, lettuce.
See that crawling on me?
Show me carrots and lettuce.
Right there? And so we used to be terrified of these ticks. We're no longer terrified of them. But every time that we see them, we squish them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. As long as you get them off of you within 48 hours, you're set. And I'm gonna cut this chop. Thank you, don't come again.
Look at the carrots and lettuce.
Oh, love this. Oh, this lettuce, I bet you we could have a little bit of this butter lettuce.
Butter?
I bet that's really good. Cassidy, you need some butter lettuce? You love lettuce. But we start pulling it little by little. We eat it as we want.
Sweet.
Oh, wow, that is so good.
Hey, Ma, I'll bring you a piece.
Butter lettuce is one of my favorite lettuce to grow. We don't even wash it. There's no need to wash it. We just don't have any chemicals here except that hornet spray. About the only one.
So much better when it's not from the store.
It is. But that's not always possible. And for 30 years of our life, that wasn't possible at all. And so even if you're at a place where that's not possible for you, pure encouragement from me to you. If you desire to start a garden on a tiny little plot or a tiny little row or just a hay bale with some strawberries, just start it. And it may not work out, and you may say, well, that was $30 wasted. Well, it really wasn't. The thing that you're going to learn in that $30, the time that you'll spend in the sun, the time that you'll learn to understand how plants grow and what they need, the soil and all of the nutrition that we can give to it. Wow, that's a great, big, juicy one.
You get
Why
it.
don't you give it to Mom?
Oh, that's...
Is that your first strawberry because the kids have eaten all of them?
Mm-hmm. Thanks for sharing.
They're good.
They're so good. I want to encourage you that you can change your outlook of life. You can change by just starting today. And start today by adding a couple plants in the ground or put a couple pots on your windowsill of vegetables or lettuce or strawberries or anything like that. Or if you just want to add a little baby pig or some rabbits or some chickens or some animals that you want to just build your soil and make it healthier, that's what we do. And that's what we spend a lot of our time on. There is so much to talk about there that would probably bore you, but all of it boils down to this. If you want to plant,
Can you just give it a thumbs up if it's not boring to you? Because
Yes.
I love...
Or give it a thumbs up if it is.
I love that it's so boring to some people, and for us,
For you.
I could talk about regenerative agriculture
you could.
all day long.
Yes.
Mommy, I'm planting onions.
You're planting onions. Good job.
Yeah, the onion went to seed and I'm getting the bulb.
Okay, so we're gonna.
But you're putting them everywhere? Right in the walkway? But let me tell you something else that's going to come in for the first time right here. This whole thing right here, all of that is Concord grapes. Planted these about 1.5 years ago. Oh, you hear that thunder? And so we are thrilled and so excited that this year we might actually get a good harvest of grapes off of this. So there are things like the strawberries in a hay bale that you might only get a couple in the first season, but then as it goes, the soil continues to get better and better and better. And just the same way, our relationships are supposed to improve year after year after year. For us, our marriage is so much better 13 years in than it ever was 1 year in. Would you say?
Yes. Preach.
I had a great kiss this afternoon on the side garden, and it was lovely. And I got to hug her and tell her how proud of her I was and how thankful I was of her. And she got to tell me things that she likes about me. And then she didn't stop talking for many hours because it's just, there's so many things that she loves about me. But the reality is, if you do it the right way and add the right things to relationships and to plants and to animals, it will flourish. That is God's design, is that He created the world for us to have dominion and rulership over, and to give it the things that need to be amended with it in order for it to grow and prosper. And everything that grows is supposed to prosper. And so the reality is, relationships are supposed to prosper, and they may take years to get to the place where they taste sweet. And they may take years for these bell peppers to grow, or these grapes to grow, or these fruit trees back here that have been absolutely very frustrating for me. For 3 years, these plants have been in here. We're going to figure this out. And fruit trees just don't do well in Middle Tennessee. Much longer story there. But the thing about it is this: things that take the longest time to grow usually are the strongest things that we depend upon. And so I just want to encourage you that if it is something that you just need to put a seed into the ground today, put that seed into the ground today. If you feel like you're not going to get a harvest for a little bit, that's okay. But Alex, we'll probably just land this plane here to say that it is about to dump rain. So I know this was all over the place. I just wanted to just show you guys what was going on right now, and just to have like a one take to just update. But I think we've landed on something here. Oh, did you seriously bring me ice water?
I give it to Mommy, but I want you to have a sip.
You're a rock star.
Thank you.
The things that might take you the longest to harvest often are the things that create the root system strong enough to survive the biggest storms. So that would be an oak tree. That would be a redwood. Man, you put those seeds in the ground in faith, and you add the things that you need to it, and you amend it, and you get a soil sample of your life, and ask your friends and ask people around you to say, hey, what do you see in this? How can we improve? What can we add to this? Do we need more date nights? Do we need more friendships in our life? Do we need more quiet times together? Do we need to spend more time with the Lord? Do we need to get back to church as a family? Do we need to smile more? Do we need to have more game nights? Do we need to, you fill it in. But it's just to challenge you today. What is it that you need to add to your soil, to your garden, to your life right now, that even if it doesn't bear fruit, you know for a fact that years down the road it will improve? I know that this morning I talked to a friend of mine, and I was asking him, I said, hey bud, how can I pray for you? And he just said, really quickly, he just said, man, I just want to reconnect with my wife. He's like, we just don't see each other often, and it just feels like we're just working too much and all this and that. And I said, okay, how many hours do you spend at your desk every day? And so he told me, and I said, I just encourage you, sit there and write a letter to your wife and tell her why you love her. Tell her what you wish could happen right now. Tell her what you love about what used to be, and tell her where you want to go. And I encourage that the same with you. If you're disconnected from someone, maybe a child, maybe a parent, maybe a loved one, maybe a spouse, write them a letter. Set a time, put it on the calendar, and say, we're going to sit and talk about real stuff today. We're going to sit and talk about real stuff tomorrow. And I just want to pour out my heart, and I want to be listened to, and I want to be loved, and I want to listen to you, and I want you to feel loved. And then very soon, we're going to get this thing back on track, because we are a seed that's in the ground, and this thing is supposed to flourish, and it is supposed to prosper, and it's not supposed to wither away, and it's not supposed to dry out and die. This thing is supposed to flourish, and so we have to figure out how to add to this relationship, how to add to that friendship what you really, really feel called for and to. So just encourage you today to go and do that. Make those necessary steps. Start adding to that garden, the garden of your life, the garden of your actual garden, the garden of your marriage, the garden of your relationships, your friendships, all of the above. Friends, I could sit and talk to you guys for 1,000 hours on spiritual lessons from the Bible. And if you have any interest in that, I've toyed around with the idea of doing a podcast and just having that specific information be coming from, like, expounding upon these videos. Because coming up, I just want to tell you guys every spiritual thing that I have discovered in the last 2.5 years through reading the Bible, and how it all connects to God's design for nature, and how that God's design for nature connects to God's design for your personal and spiritual health. And I just can't wait to tell you more about it. If you would like that, I'm happy to do that for you if that's of value to you. If not, leave in comments below if you have any questions for us. Alex, come here. We're going to land this plane. We're going to say goodbye.
Can I say goodbye?
You can say goodbye. Everybody come say goodbye.
Bye. Say goodbye. Bye. I have wormies. Bye. I have a cat. Bye.
I had wood sorrel.
You do have wormies. Look at these nature children. Look at that.
Kitty, kitty.
You like those wormies, huh?
You can hold him. You can hold him.
Oh, hey, you know what? Those worms, as gross as they may be,
Yeah,
we love them.
good for the garden.
That's a sign of healthy soil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else that you have to say for this 27-minute one take?
I think Philip has the best words, and he's the best encourager. So I hope you guys were encouraged today, and just excited to encourage you more. We'll see you next time. Go let your love multiply.
No caterpillar. It's a cat. Eat this.
Okay.
It's good.
And there's pigs out.
Yeah, and this is delicious. And those are good. And they are in the back. And they eat poopy. Yeah, it's disgusting. They eat poopy.
Wait, what?
Why does wasp not like cold?
I don't know. Is that a joke?
Nope.
Oh, you just want to know?
Yeah.
I think their bodies, they really just like to be warm. And in the cold, they do something called hibernating.
Oh, so like they go inside, they like play and eat.
No, they go inside and they go to bed for all of winter.
So they were to bed. So they were to bed at snow.
Yeah, they were the bed at snow. And then they woke up when it got warm.
Uh-huh.